YouTubers, my name is Don, and channel is third gen backyard farmer. Well, today. I thought guess we'll just start in the field. All right, here we go. So we're starting in the field, and this is the fence line with the neighbor. As we walk through the field, you'll notice that there's a new fence up front, and that we put up after the car ran through it last year, and it's pretty good. That's the end of it there. That's the driveway. Of course, we live on the Green River Valley Road, which is a shortcut that everybody uses to go through to get home to the other cities that are up above us on the hills. So other than that, it's pretty nice out here. When I was 4 or 5 years old, we used to ride our bikes out here. When my grandmother owned it, Grandma and Grandpa owned it, they had 5 acres. They sold off the back 4 to build the new house, because the old house was a 1873 model, I believe, and it had to be tore down. It was too old. So as we come out of the field, come around to the front, and a portion of it was leased out to the phone company. That's what those boxes are. And so it's still our land, but they have the right to put their boxes there, and then they have a little pull-off road, as you see right there behind the tree, where they park their vehicles to work. And we come around, that's the neighbor. And then, oh, I should show you this. It's over 100 years old, a maple tree that's been in the front yard. And I just think it's cool as ever. Actually, the original, my grandparents' name and my mother's maiden name was King. And as you see here, they moved here in 1949. So it's been quite a long time that we've had this. So as we come around, you'll see we have some neighbors, and they live in there. That's the hobbits in behind the house there. And we go on. Here's our house. It sits in the middle of the half acre, and it was built in 1970. So, and then here's down the side. So if we look back from the side of the house, you'll notice that it's quite a big lot. 1 acre doesn't seem like much, but we used to have all this front area as sheep pens when we were kids. And then there's a look over to the field. So we're back on the tour now. Come around to the backyard. And here is the back of the house. So those cedar trees my aunt planted when they were about 6 inches tall, and now you can see that, oh, they're probably 14 feet tall at the tallest. This area back here is our grass pile, where we put the leaves and grass clippings and whatnot. And if you look out into the field, you'll see a bunch of cows. Well, that field, clear back to that maple tree that you see there, that yellow, that was all my grandma and grandpa's. That's the back 4 acres that was sold off so that they could build the new house. And then there's the original barn where Grandpa used to milk his cows. It's still standing. And this area right here was full of blackberries. And just recently, me and my brother went ahead and pushed them all up onto the hill here and opened it up, because I put grass seed in, but I don't think that it's growing. I think it was the wrong season to plant. So we'll have to attempt that again next spring. And we come over to the field, and this is where we're going to be developing, and hopefully you guys will stay tuned and watch as we develop everything. We did finish last week. I forgot to video it, but this is our new duck enclosure, and we've got a pond in there for them, a little door where they go in and out, and my twin sister's cute little sign. And then you look in here, and where are you guys? Oh, there you are. Okay, there's the ducks. They're going out, so we can see them outside. And we're going to be getting some quacker ducks, so that'll be fun. And this is the old barns that we had. Oh, let me back up a little bit. So that this was our old chicken barns, but we got the chickens all passed, and we really can't do much with it. So what we're going to do is take this front off and have it look like over there. This is going to be the sawdust and silage area, and then these are going to be our grain rooms. We're going to take that front off though and put a new front on and clean the inside out because it's all yucky. This area right in here, you'll notice with the string, this is going to be my new barn. It originally was 12 by 21 with 12 feet high, and I just thought, well, that's not going to be very big for what I want to do. Obviously I can't build a huge barn, but I moved it out to be 18 wide by 21 deep. So this will be a nice sized barn. We'll be able to house our cow and our sheep and whatever else we decide that we want to do. And that's going to be, November 11th they're saying that they're going to be able to build that for me. So if you look at the dimensions of this barn back here, my grandfather's, if you come down to where the metal roofing is just lapping over, that's 12 high. And then if you come across the back over to where you see that wood inside where the doors open, just to that wood is 18 wide. So it'll be as big as my grandpa's barn. With the roof, I'm not having an A-frame, I'm having more of a rounded roof, so it'll be 14 high at the midsection of the roof. So you probably noticed as we were going around that I've got a camper sitting here. Well, this was at the kids' house, and it was fine except for it kept turning green on the sides every winter, and then every summer I had to scrub it down and clean it up, and it was really hard to get on the truck. So I moved it out here to the field, and it's kind of cool. It's got electricity to it, and we use the lights off the back to light up for the ducks at night. And over here we have our 50 panels that eventually are going to be the fenced in part of our field here. This is the other half acre that I talked about. And this section here was completely full of blackberries, and we also tore that all out when we cleaned up that other section. So this will be, I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to think of if it's going to be a paddock or what. But that's kind of a quick tour of the farm. And as we get going and get our fences up and our barn built and everything else, I hope you stay along for the journey. It's going to be quite a journey and quite something. I can't wait. You know, I've wanted to start this channel for as long as I can remember, and I was always afraid to, and finally I've decided that well, why not? Everybody else is doing it, so I might as well too. And it's quite a piece of property if you really look at it. We could turn that into a grazing area. Also, once I finally get grass to grow, you'll notice that on this hill, after we threw all the blackberries up, I went ahead and threw grass seed on it because I thought, well, I don't want to see all the blackberry stems and everything. And the grass seed is actually taken. So by next year, we're going to have a really nice grassy hill to look at instead of all the junk that is currently there. Oh, I'm looking down here. My grass is actually starting to take hold. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you really gotta look. But you can see little stems are popping up. So my grass is starting to grow. That is quite amazing. So I thank you for watching. Remember, just subscribe so you can watch us as we start our journey, and hit the bell so you'll be notified every time that you get a new video. I'm going to try to post at least every time that we try to build something new. It's going to be a journey and it's going to take a while, but I hope you stay tuned and come along with me as we start this journey. Until then, goodbye and thank you.